We got
Mhm.
everyone's talking about Superman and whether or not you like the suit or not. But we got some news for Green Lantern, the Green Lantern show,
Oh.
the Green Lantern show.
Yeah, yeah. They hired they hired like the writing team, right?
A pretty solid writing team.
A pretty solid writing team.
Chris Mundy, Tom King, and Damian Lindelof.
Mhm.
Yeah. So they did True Detective. They have done Lost.
Mhm.
What else are they? Ozark, Bloodline. Lindelof did Lost, which we'll get into that in a second. The Watchmen, which I do enjoy. The Watchmen.
Mhm.
Star Trek Into the Darkness, World War Z. Tom King wrote the comic book for Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, which you assume that'll be the writer for that movie, but whatever.
Mhm.
Maybe they can write both. So solid writing team, man. Solid writing team. Like, I was really excited about that, especially because they already said that the Lanterns, that's what I think what's going to be called right as of right now. The Lanterns show is going to
Lanterns, yeah.
be it's going to be in the vein of a True Detective,
True.
but in space.
That was my that was my main selling point when Gunn announced that last year. True Detective with superheroes, I think, were his was the verbiage he used. I was like, yeah, I'm in for that. That sounds like a super cool angle to work for Green Lantern, and I do like that it's going to be Hal and John, and mostly I think they said it's going to be like mostly on Earth.
A terrestrial based. That's what they
Which is
said.
yeah.
Pretty much it. Which makes sense
I like it.
because it makes sense because they said it's gonna play. It plays a really big role leading into the main story that they're trying to cross the film and television. So it makes sense, like if you're doing Justice League and stuff like that. Batman doesn't really go into space. Not much. So how do you do that? You bring the space guys to Earth, which it's okay. I would prefer them to do like space shit, but I'm okay with it for the beginning at least, to expand on what's going to happen in the DCU. You know what I mean? And that's how you can bring in like some of the space stuff, because these guys know that. So maybe you have this evil big space villain coming to Earth and stuff like that. But the whole True Detective style sounds awesome. That sounds super awesome. I'm super happy.
So you're gonna probably mix with Batman then?
You could
possibly.
You have to. I mean, who's the greatest detective in all DC comics?
Yeah. I don't know if there's any. I mean, they just got the writers, but I don't know if there's any like date, because you have to introduce Batman before something like this comes out.
You definitely will. So I if you're doing a writer now, you're talking about 2027 probably for the actual content. So that time you can have all that stuff done.
Yeah, and also it's like, how much are they all gonna know about each other? You know what I mean? One, we got Kyle. Not Kyle. Guy. We have Guy Gardner that's going to be in the Superman movie. Which is another Earth Lantern. So he could be that connecting, that like, oh hey, there's this Superman dude here, and then there's Hawkgirl and Mr. Terrific, and there's a lot of these heroes on Earth. So it could be like a good stone for them to like, oh shit, like maybe you guys need to get ready, some more.
Yep.
Yeah. But just the whole True Detective thing still just blows my mind, because I was like, how close of that are you gonna do? How close of that style are you gonna do?
I mean, are you gonna go to a detective noir type thing too? And like do maybe like Batman by Gaslight? I mean, I'm just saying there are different storylines you can use with that.
Yeah. I mean, They can. I can see them hinting at Batman, but never showing Batman. Like, oh, Batman. There's this Bat guy that's also looking into this, and they he's a villain, or something like that. So it could, because it says it leads into the bigger issue of the whole universe across movies and TV, right? Plays the main story that we're telling across our film and television. So it could lead into like them finding out about Batman, and then that leads into the Batman movie, or something like that. So I think for me, the biggest thing with this one is you got to cast Hal and John perfectly. Especially they're going to be next to each other the entire movie. They need to have chemistry, and they need to act like who they are in the comic books.
Yep. Absolutely.
You either cast it down, right? Because there's so much casting going on, right? I mean, there's some great people for Hal. I mean, I don't know if it's great for Hal, but John, I think there's like a limit of like 5 guys that you think off the top of your head, and you're like, if you don't get one of those 5 guys, and you casting for possibly Black Panther, possibly all the X-Men, Thor 5 is being written now. I mean, there's a lot of things going out there. Midnight Suns is going coming out. You probably need to get on it now.
Yeah, one of the big issues, drama, is James Gunn bringing on his writing crew, right? Great writing crew, but Damien Lindelof wrote for Lost, and and James Gunn had some very not good things to say about Lost back in the day.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, he had called Lindelof and the other writer like straight up evil. Like, you guys are the devil. You guys are you suck at finishing shows. Like, he said some funny stuff because everyone was thinking that. So like, he's not wrong, because no one liked the ending of Lost that I know of. Leave a comment, let us know what you think about the Green Lantern, the showrunners, any castings that you might. I know we did a lot of Jon Stewart stuff. What do you think about Hal Jordan? Who you want to see it play as Hal? And there's a few names going around.
Garrett Hedlund.
That's a good one.
I think he'd be good.
Yeah. So that's one. There's a few other ones, but so far, good news coming out of that. I'm excited about it. But leave a comment, let us know what you think about it. Make sure you come and join us every Monday and Thursday. We are live, so hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and a little shout out to what's coming next. We're doing a giveaway, so if you want to be part of the giveaway, definitely be a subscriber. And we're doing a special giveaway for members. So if you could support us on that level and be part of that giveaway, then we would love to see you guys there. But we'll definitely do some giveaways at 1,500 subscribers. So appreciate all you guys watching live. Stick around, because we're gonna move on to our next topic for the night.